It is really important that we take this moment to make a generational investment to ensuring that America's workers, who are the heart and center of our innovation, have the ability to capture not just the jobs that are in demand today, but the jobs that are going to be in demand in the future. I think the president often talks about how we are at an inflection point in world history, in which you're seeing a lot of nations rush to invest in a set of foundational technologies that are going to power the fourth industrial revolution. And those technologies and sectors include clean energy. We have an amazing set of assets to build from, and that's why we call for large investments in climate research and development. The U.S. university system is unsurpassed. Our national labs are unsurpassed. And so we really need to build from our strengths in science and technology and make big investments in public R&D, public research and development, which is going to fuel the new discoveries. I think other important part of our strategy on the climate transition is ensuring that we're not just inventing these new technologies, but we're building them here in the U.S. So we make investments in installing solar panels. We make investments in producing the wind turbines needed for the renewable grid. And that's why our investments in infrastructure and in creating a renewable grid and the clean energy future are really essential and important to pull forward.
I wonder how the U.S. and how you all are trying to refocus efforts here to make sure we are as self-sufficient as possible. I think of a Hyundai plant in Alabama, which actually had to pause production because of a lack of semiconductor chips.
What you saw is the U.S. used to produce 37% of the world's semiconductor chips. Now we're down to just, I think, under 10% or just around 10%, and we make zero of leading edge semiconductor chips. Part of the reason we lost our edge in creating the leading edge technologies is we thought we didn't have to produce things in America. We just had to invent things and design things, and we could leave the production to another country and we'd still be innovative. That's not true in a lot of high-tech sectors where you need to bring production and research together. You need to co-locate the two if you're going to always stay ahead of technological advances.
I know a lot of economists are worried about inflation when it comes to the economy. They suggest that rising expectations of price hikes among consumers might become some sort of self-fulfilling prophecy. I wonder what the Biden administration is doing and how you are thinking about stemming this problem.
This pandemic has been so unprecedented, and it's really, you're seeing shifts in demand, shifts in what consumer preferences are, what consumers are trying to buy. So there's been some demand shifts, and it has been difficult for supply to adjust as quickly as demand has changed. We fully anticipate that these are going to be transitory in nature and resolve themselves as the pandemic, as the vaccination campaign completes itself. We're going to be really mindful to make sure that there isn't anything we could possibly be doing to close these supply-demand mismatches.